Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, for the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest for the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Oregon Ducks. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Ducks will get the first crack on offense today. First, the home of the Cotton Bowl in modern times has become AT&T Stadium, a massive yet somehow intimate setting. Kirk, this, of course, is where the first championship game of the playoff era was played.
Well, who could forget that? When Ohio State took care of Oregon to win the national championship for Urban Meyer. And this game, like you said, I think it just seems to get bigger and bigger in this setting. The pressure these players feel. Let's see who can handle that the best today.
They lose yards on first down, so second and long from the 16. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. He's going to take off. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense gets their first crack now. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
He'll toss it to the back. He's brought down out at the 46. Well, they feed the fullback here, and the big fella with a solid gain there.
Yeah, there aren't a whole lot of college offenses that still display a fullback. It sure is nice to see a guy that not only can block most of the game, but occasionally get his hands on the football and get some positive yards.
They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
The Mountaineers will have first and 10 here. They're going to run it. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
And the Mountaineers are going to take advantage of the red zone trip here. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. Second and 1. Sixth play of the drive coming up. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. And he's finally tackled out at the 2-yard line.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just the...
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Gets some space around the 30. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. One play moves the ball to the 41. It'll be first down. And the tailback's got it again. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Getting set. Here's second down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Looks like he's going to run it. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the first down here on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They finally get him down, but an explosive play. The offense in business now at the 24.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. Second down now after the sack. And now they run the draw play. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. 3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. Trying to knock it through from 48 yards away. Oh, and it's blocked. Somebody got a hand on it. The defense has got it. It's still a live ball. West Virginia offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Looking to throw it on first down. Receiver makes the catch. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Now it's complete. It's second down now. Pass caught. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. It's 3rd down for the offense. They try to run it with the option. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Might have thought they could catch the defense off guard by running the fullback there, but they were all over it.
Yeah, that's a great job by this defense of just showing their instincts and awareness here. Like you said, not being fooled at all. They slip to the fullback, and he doesn't get any yards at all. In fact, he goes backwards. Good job by the D.
So it's West Virginia in front, Kirk. We've reached the end of 1 in this quest to move 1 step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Through 1 period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? 4th down and 2 coming up as we try to keep the drive going. It's an option look. The back's got it on the pitch. In the clear at the 25. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Mountaineers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points at the very least. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Lets it go quickly. And the senior quarterback puts a little bit too much on the throw.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Now it's 2nd down here. And he'll set up to throw. Finds his target. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option and to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Important 3rd down play coming up after that completion. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Oh, the pass is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Inside the 10. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And the interception taken to the house. A pick 6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. And the running back takes the handoff.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years is always growing offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the 1st down. Oh, that one's picked off. Look out, he's got some space. Touchdown, West Virginia. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. That run moves the ball to the 16.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action.
And the freshman making an impact play there.
Well, that's their 2nd sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
The Ducks bring their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. They'll punt it from inside their own 10. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. And they've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. An important 2nd down play coming up. Same tailback, another carry. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. long enough and good. And they add to their lead.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic. All I can think of is maybe they saw something in the first quarter that made them think that an onside kick would work here, but they came up a bit short. Now we'll see if their defense can hold them and limit the damage.
Defense is coming after him. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble. And the Ducks come up to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to pass here on second down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. First down and 10.
Great execution here by this offense against zone coverage with a curl route. Hit that last step in your drop. You see where you want to go with it. Put it right on his shoulder for a first down.
He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner will be brought down. And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. Offense protecting the lead here, but they've been playing so well. Let's see if they go for more before halftime. Caught, completion. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Offense getting set. It's second down. Here's the option play. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. They'll try the option play here. He'll pitch it. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Brought down after a big gain and a first down. Defense, no answer for the option that time. Look at the big man, known for his work on short yardage, ripping off a huge gain that time.
You know, looking back at his history, this guy played running back in high school, so it's not shocking that once he's able to get into the clear, he's able to get downfield for a huge gain for these guys.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. You know, the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this crucial play coming up. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game, and we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. That's it for us from our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's head back to Chris and Kirk for the exciting conclusion of this one, where we'll find out who is moving on in the CFP.
The Ducks will kick this away to start the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll run the option. Pitches to the back. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. This offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. They're going to run the option. Pitch play to the back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Back's got it again. Breaks loose at the 45. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
When the linebackers and really the quarterback of the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. Just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
Looking to throw again. He's moving out of the pocket now. That ball snagged for a completion.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away.
Chris, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, 4th and inches. Pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
Returner is blocked down. Gets to start with the next drive. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looks left and finds his target there. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle was finally made, but the ball moved to the 47-yard line. Big guys up front, lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He's got it for a big gain. It's a quick tackle to spot the ball at the 11 and a red zone opportunity now.
The defense spreads all over the field playing zone, trying to make this quarterback make a mistake by throwing it into coverage. But he finds the soft spot on the curl and picks up a first down.
And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call.
Hold it. Open.
See if the offense... back on that holding penalty. Penalty sets him back, makes it 1st and long. There's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Escapes the pocket. The scramble doesn't get there, and it's going to bring up 4th down. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. Right down the middle.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The West Virginia offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they settled for a field goal, but really worked on the clock. Let's see if they can do that again with the lead. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Zero hesitation that time. He just got it, put it out to the right flat. Unfortunately, it falls incomplete.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Time for one more play here in the quarter. Handoff heading left. On the defense, wraps him up behind the line of scrimmage to conclude the 3rd quarter play. So it's West Virginia in front, Kurt, with 3 quarters in the books with a chance to stay alive in the playoff at stake. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Breaks loose at the 40. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
2nd down after that previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's 4th down. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Going to try to use his legs here. Gets loose on the scramble. Picks up a decent gain. Short of the 1st down, though. The Ducks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. try and muscle for the first down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Tackled down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run. And the Ducks hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. So the ball moved back to the 12 for 2nd and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack. Remember, a field goal here doesn't do much. So on 4th and goal, they're going for the touchdown. There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Going the other way, can they catch him? At midfield. Now the 40. At the 20. Inside the 10. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. And they recover from that right now. Grab behind the line. It's Wells. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle. A new set of downs after that completion.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch. And
down he goes. A sack. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. 2nd down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Caught quickly. He's swarmed by the defense. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Fires it on the move. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw.
boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. The Ducks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it again. Makes a quick grab. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a 1st down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Pitch to the back, and he heads out of bounds, moving backwards on that play. Didn't want to take the hit. One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll toss it to the back. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. And the Mountaineers will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a 1st down.
Chris, how about that? What a call on 4th down. They get the conversion under a minute to go, and that should be about it. What a job by this offense to be able to come up with a victory today.
Finds room at the 30. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Now the offense will take a timeout here with 30 seconds remaining. You're pounding away with the running game. It's 1st and 10. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
The offense spends a timeout here. There are 16 seconds remaining.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there as this clock continues to wind down. This offense has had a great day.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down. So out comes the field goal team one more time. This kicker has been busy today. He's made 3 already. And the field goal is good. And they add to their lead. After the pressure field goal, they'll kick it away. The offense has a lot of work to do and not much time to do it. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Kick travels out of bounds, and the penalty moves the ball to the 40. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And the pass ball is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes out. This looks like a pretty obvious call against the defense.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
1st down here for this offense. And the quarterback dropping back. Here's the throw deep downfield. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.